What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and today we're going to be making our biggest upgrade yet. Now, I'm going to show you exactly what happened. I was able to get Julius Peppers. After we were able to get that Redux pull, which EA blessed us and gave us that Michael Vick, it completely changed the the whole environment of the squad is completely changed, bro. Like, it's wild right now. So, we have some adjustments that we're going to have to make right now. Obviously, we have to get rid of... what is that guy's name? I can't remember his name now. DeMarcus Lawrence. Like, it's crazy how when you don't need somebody, you just forget their name. Like, bruh, he was balling out for a while, but the dude's garbage at this point. We got to do what's right and get rid of this guy. Where is he? Okay, so we have lockdown on... What do we have on him? Lockdown? All right, so we have to go ahead and take off that ability from him, and then we're going to get rid of it. We're going to start to experiment a little bit with a lot of other things going forward. Let me just get all my stuff back from this guy real quick. All right, so I don't know what this guy's going for, but we no longer have use for him in our company, GmiasWorld. So he's gonna just have to go where he needs to go. It doesn't matter where he ends up. Dallas Cowboy fans, don't be mad at me. I have to do what I have to do for, you know, it's the betterment of the team. 165. All right, so 159. I gotta make sure that, you know, the team. It's about team. You know, it's not about this guy. You know, this guy right here, dog. Like, he's out of here. So we're gonna go 159, and you can still see his price is up there because, you know, he comes equipped with all the stats and everything and all the abilities, but Julius Peppers is just, it is Julius Peppers, bruh. Like, it's nothing to really talk about. So the next thing that we're gonna have to do, that guy has to sell, and then we're going to, we're gonna actually have to take the abilities off of Von Miller and put Von Miller, in some cases, he's gonna have to play D end or left end, and we're gonna have to move Julius Peppers to the outside when we actually use Julius Peppers. But by the time we're done upgrading him, at the end of this video, you're gonna see why it was well worth it. Now, the next thing that we have to do, in all actuality, is we're gonna need training points, obviously. So this guy will probably sell. He's a Dallas Cowboy. So what you guys will notice in Madden is when you have a Dallas Cowboy, they generally sell, you know, relatively quickly. Usually people will see it like, oh my God, it's a Cowboy, and just grab him up. It's the Dallas Cowboy fandom that's out there. It's a beautiful thing when you need to get rid of cards, so that's good. But for now, I already know we're going to need the additional training, so we're going to have to go and we didn't need to power him down because he came equipped with everything, so that's a little bit different. We're going to have to power down, well, we're going to have to take the abilities off of Von Miller. He's only going to keep Sprinter on him, but we're going to take the edge threat, all that other stuff off of him, and then we'll figure some of that other stuff out later. But let's go into the auction house and go take a look at some of the cards that are being sold. The 90s are very, very cheap right now, especially the Redux. If you're looking to get training right now, it's probably the best case scenario to go in there and just search and look at Redux. If the Redux is not the cheapest, then you go to, you know, you just search all. But yeah, like 126, I think is pretty good for a 90 overall. So we'll just go ahead and we'll grab that. And, you know, we see we'll go, bro, dead broke, but the squad is going to be so beastly. It's all worth it. And we've grinded so hard. You know, getting to level 70 and all that stuff, so it's going to work out for us in the long run. And then when we sell that other card, whatever, okay, D-Law, like whatever they want to call him, once he's gone, we'll at least be at about like 150 or something after EA takes their imaginary tax. Now, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Okay, hold on, did something sell? What just happened here? It looked like something just sold, bruh. Like, real talk, it looked like something was about to sell, but I don't know. Oh no, nothing sold. All right, good. All right, so we're going to go over here, and we're going to go to left end. We're going to find Julius Peppers power up, which is right there. I think I did the solo for this guy, right? Did I do the solo? Ultimate Challenge, yeah. So I did the solo for him, and we're finally going to be upgrading him now. We should have enough for him. And like I said, my ultimate goal with him is because he gets the finesse specialist, we're going to actually replace that. I had power specialist on Von Miller, but Von Miller is chem to an 85 speed. And what I've been noticing is that Von Miller's been getting dealt with accordingly on a regular basis, and it's starting to get a little wild. So we have to do what's right for ourselves and our family and move forward. So we're going to be going ahead and adding Julius Peppers right there to the mix. Do we need an ability? Yeah, we're going to have the ability slot on him too, because yeah, he's going to get an X Factor as well. All right, so with the way that this is, before we even get into all of that, we're going to go ahead and take away the abilities off of Von, so that way we know exactly what we're working with. Also, I believe that I was going to be working on doing some other changes as far as starting up with the pass rush chemistries, starting to give some more of my players the pass rush and the lockdown, because we're starting to get enough players to where we can start to manipulate it. you know what I'm saying, like have enough of the lockdown and start the pass rush up, because you can see that we have that stud Aaron Donald as well. So we're gonna go ahead and add him into the lineup. Okay, now once he's in the lineup right now, we're going to what are we at with lockdown? 34. We're gonna have to start playing around with that a little bit, but I'll adjust it. But pretty much what I'm gonna do is all the backups are gonna get the additional lockdown, because we don't really care about what they're doing along those lines. Just so you guys get some insight into it. You just add it to the miscellaneous players. This year, I don't know what they did with the uniforms, but apparently you can't use the uniforms for like just general lockdown for the defense. I haven't been able to find a uniform that can do that. I tried to use you know, the custom uniforms that you get, like the ultimates, like we used to be able to do, but you can't do it. And I don't know what's going on with it. So pretty much I'm just gonna go ahead and chill out a little bit and try to figure it out myself. But I don't think, unless you guys know something that's going on to what they're doing, I have no idea what's going on. Like it's really, really weird. But you can't use the uniforms to add the additional. We used to be able to add, like, you know, at least like 5 of something, but we can't do it at this moment. So I don't know what's going on with that. So definitely, if you can share that with us, definitely share it with us about the uniforms. But it looks like you can only add it based for like your own team chemistry. Like if you pick a Patriots uniform, you can add only Patriots chems, but the other custom uniforms you can't use anymore to do anything else. So pretty much that's what we just did. We're gonna leave Vaughn as like regular Vaughn right now. He will not be one of our X factors, and we're gonna add all of that to Julius Peppers. Okay, so now with the way that that works, what we are now going to do is we are going to add it to Julius Peppers inside of this. Now we are going to start, hold up, what are we gonna give him? Fearmonger, I guess? I guess we'll give him Fearmonger. Add Fearmonger to that. Okay, we're gonna go, the final ability has to be Edge Threat. I think Finesse Specialist is a tier 2 ability. So let me just make sure about that. It should be. Okay, yeah, so Finesse Specialist during the pass rush. Okay, so Finesse Specialist, we'll give him that. And then, like I said, you see like how it was Power Specialist on Vaughn? I'm thinking, and then Edge Threat is gonna be over here for him. All right, we'll do those. So we're pretty much just replacing all his stuff that he was doing before. We don't need to give him Reach Elite. We gotta, oh, Finesse Specialist is a tier 1. But it don't really matter though, because we want to go ahead and get Indoor Baller so that we can reduce his thing. I don't think Unfakeable and all the other stuff is gonna really matter. Will it? I don't think so. I think we're gonna just go back to Indoor Baller and just take our chances to make him reach maximum rage really, really quickly. I think that that's what we'll do with that. He played for all these teams, but for me, he's a Panther. When he was going like against Michael Vick on a regular basis, that's what he is to me. I don't know what you guys think of him, but that's what I think with him. So he can't get Sprinter ×2 yet. All right, what do you have to do? Achieve a 95 overall for that. All right, let's go ahead and add Sprinter to him. All right, so we're running out of stuff quick, and pretty much we're gonna start off the pass rush with him. We're gonna start adding that, and then we're gonna add it to Aaron Donald also, and we're gonna start changing up. We're gonna have the lockdown and the pass rush chemistries going forward. I think that adding that Sprinter though kind of makes it a little bit easier for us. So let's go ahead and activate this Superstar X Factor ability. We're gonna be adding Julius Peppers there, Finesse Specialist, Edge Threat, and Indoor Baller. So he'll be that new defensive guy that we're going to use. And I'm telling you right now, guys, it's going to be outrageous what he's going to be able to do. Okay, so lockdown is where we at right now, 34 still. All right, so we're going to add this to Aaron Donald so they could start getting their Finesse Specialist stuff on. We're going to start looking around. Okay, pass rush. Yeah, because that's the highest he can. Oh, no, right here. All right, so pass rush ×3. All right, so that should be already 6, right? Because I have 2 of them doing it. Okay, so that's already 6. So he get more pursuit. That's not gonna add anything to them, I don't think. We have to get that level up a little bit more. So we just took away 3 from that. We're gonna have to start like playing around with it. I think once we get him to like level 15 though, because right now, okay, lockdown is there. Pass rush is at 6. All right, so what do we got? Let me see, lockdown 32. All right, so we're gonna add it to this guy because obviously Alan Page should have that. I don't see why he should not have that. Let's go ahead and do that. So let's look up here. We're gonna go pass rush. Let's go ahead and craft that and add that to him. So we're gonna be taking away from that, adding that to that. So that's 8. The next one is catch and impact block. All right, so then this is where it starts to get, you know, you start to look at your squad and start to figure out like how you're gonna start manipulating it, because you're gonna need, like I said, to add the lockdown to miscellaneous things. Because of the way that EA has done this, it's very, very difficult to kind of make sure that everybody has the right chemistry. So obviously the corners that you play, you want to make sure that they have it. So we play Denzel Ward, we play Jalen Ramsey, we play Dion. What might have to happen though, you see like how I have Pat Tillman right here? I do that so that he could be on kickoffs and blast dudes into another century. Merton Hanks doesn't actually have anything going on, but I think with the way that his card is, he has to be like at least like an 85, like a 90 something to get the proper amount. But these are actually currently locked. We could just put lockdown on him and then take it away from somebody else that has ×1 lockdown. I think that might make a little bit more sense. So we'll go ahead and do that, because it doesn't make any sense to, you know, all the secondary players should have lockdown. That's pretty much how it should be. So as you go and take away from others, you got to make sure that, you know, the other players have what's needed to make sure that they have the right type of attributes on them. So these guys with the pass rush, we're gonna have to do some work with it. That's 8. I want to get at least 2 more, because with the way that it works, what are we at right now? We're gonna get catch in, because once we get 15 players and we get the extra power move and finesse move, that's when it's gonna really get glitchy. It's gonna really start to get a little wild with that. Who has like only 1 though? Like nobody, everybody has pretty much ×2. And then with lockdown, we need all of it. I believe we need all of it for all the chems to work with that, like getting the additional stuff. So we got some work to do, pretty much. Okay, so that's a lockdown dude right there. We could probably, because he's a backup. We don't really play Marshawn. This guy's lockdown. These 2 guys with the backup situation, he's a lockdown. We could go 1, 2, 3 right here along the bottom. You see what I'm saying? But this guy's lockdown ×2 also. What is this guy? Why does he only have 1 lockdown now? All right, and that's another thing we got to do. We got to make sure that they have the right amount. If they can get more, definitely go ahead and give them more. I don't know why I did it this way with this idiot. Oh, he gets ×3. So that's a no-brainer. Let's make sure that they all have the right amount of lockdown. So that should bring it up to 33. That's good. All right, so let's start taking away from some other ones. The pass, I guess we could just go right up to Lawrence Taylor, right? Because he's actually playing, and he actually would probably get up to the next level tier. Would he? Hold on. Where are you? Finesse moves. No, you'll only get 1. Yeah, that kind of sucks, but either way, all right. Let me get my stuff back, because like I just realized that I did it the other way and didn't get my refund. Like, let me get my refund off this, and then we'll go ahead and add the pass rush to it. I think that should give them I think it should give them that. What is that? That's gonna be at least 10, right? All right, so that's at least 10. So they have catch, impact block, all that stuff. I don't know what his impact block was though. What was it? Impact blocking? Does it even show on this? Oh, 87. So he's gonna get a +1 on that. All right, so we have to start to see as we add more how it's gonna start to get you know, to the level that they're gonna need. But I believe that once we get it to 15, I'm gonna play around with it, and then what I'll do is I'll pick up with it and let you guys know. But that's ultimately what my goal is. We're gonna have lockdown and we're gonna have pass rush, and we're gonna try to get them, you know, maxed out as soon as we can. Sprinter's still good. 49ers chem is good. Lockdown, I just told you about. Go deep. We're gonna be working on the other side as well. Start to get those other guys' chemistries going forward also. So definitely stay tuned. We got so much more planned. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think about the defense so far. Where we're going, adding these 2 monsters here, I think it's going to be a big difference to our defense. So look out for that. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. You have an unbelievable day. One love, y'all.